Nope, you told him to go.
We are live with ReRe&Roni.
Hello, everyone. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but here we are with ReRe and
Ronnie.
The delay. This should be a delay. Pause.
My glasses. Hi, how are you?
Okay, we ready. Our today's show is, are you afraid to live alone? You know, I think like our purpose on our show is called, what is it?
Life is based upon perspectives.
Yes. And today's perspective is going to be about ours. I mean, I did Google just that phrase.
What?
Being afraid to live alone. And the things that came up, they came up like kids leaving home and being alone by themselves, going away to college, being alone by yourself, after a divorce, being home alone, people making choices to never have children, and now they're living alone, and then coming of age, and then growing old, and then not having anybody, no children, no husband, and your friends have died and passed on. You is all alone. Nobody to wheel you outside on the porch.
Wait a minute.
Nobody to come and tuck you in at night.
So, wait a minute.
Nobody to wish you well.
But I don't think they afraid to live alone. That's they had no other choice.
What do you mean? Who don't got no choice?
The people who ain't had no husband or no children. I don't think they afraid to be alone. I think people who are afraid to be alone are the ones that got raped. If you got raped going into your apartment, wouldn't you be afraid to live alone again?
That is a different turn of perspective.
But if you got raped, wouldn't you want somebody to be there to protect?
Yeah,
Especially saying you're
that's what I'm
afraid to
saying.
live
You're afraid to
alone
live alone now because you didn't be raped.
I don't know
When
if
you
you
was
got to be
living by
raped.
yourself.
I would like to take a little different turn on it.
Well, it's a
Not
lot of
saying that
raping
they
going
got
on.
raped, but just that
It's a lot
saying,
of,
you know, your house got robbed. I went through some of that. Yeah, some type of tragedy, death.
yeah.
Death. Those are some things that were caused, but as I Googled it, those were some of the things that came up for me. Death and rape wasn't a part of it. So,
But
it is a perspective. It really is. It's a different turn of things.
Are you afraid to live alone?
I am scared to be in the house by myself at night when it's time to go to sleep. So I have a pit bull, okay, that roams the house. She tear my house, so trust and believe when you come up in there, she gonna tear you up too.
Y'all got all that security guard stuff.
No.
I would be afraid to stay in there by myself with all the security guard measures and can't get out.
That would be my being afraid.
Where does that come from?
Yeah.
Being in the house by myself?
No, scared of the dark.
I'm not scared of the dark. My house gotta be pitch black for me to go to sleep. But because I prayed so long to have kids, got the kids and something so used to the pitter patter, hearing the noise, hearing the things, and then when I don't hear it, like I don't hear the kids. So the difference in the noises. So when I don't hear anything, and for instance, this happened this weekend. Really, it was the dog, but in my head, I'm in my bedroom, the door's closed, getting ready to turn the TV off, getting ready to go to sleep, and I kept hearing this noise. It didn't sound like the dog noise, but it just sounded like noise. So one of my safety precautions is that I sleep with knives. You know the knives be at the bed. So I grabbed one of the knives that's right by. Yes, because I have two. I grabbed one of the knives.
I'm prohibited from knives.
And I sat up on the side of the bed. And I kept hearing, now the kids are upstairs there, but it's not that noise.
Did you walk out the room?
Like 15 minutes later. The kids is dead. Everybody chopped up.
I know. And she's sitting there talking about something. Let me see, it's about time.
And the dog, I mean, you can hear the rummaging. It sounds like it's just going through the house. I was sitting there. So I picked up my phone and looked, make sure everything right with the phone. I put the 911. I put 911. Because by the time I get to the door, I got the knife, I got the cell phone, getting ready to press. I open the door. The dog got an empty bottle. And so the crackling of the bottle, you know, and it was just her toys all around, and it was just this massive. It just sounded crazy.
But it still took you a mighty long time.
I'm scared.
I'm not afraid to live alone. Sometimes I need to live alone.
I agree.
Like right about now. Sometimes you just need to live.
Under what circumstances do you feel like you need to live alone?
Cause when you don't like people. When you don't like people, when you want to walk around your house butt naked, when you don't want to clean your house, when you look at this.
There was something on that.
When you just want to be in your own circle by yourself, that's when you need to be by yourself. Like some people need to live by themselves. Some people, like hoarders, need to live by themselves. They should never be afraid to live alone because they got so much. They got so much shit in their house.
Somebody else.
That's their company.
And I like watching hoarders. You ever watch hoarders? Some of them
When it
people.
first came on.
You really real?
No. You got the YouTube, the hoarder lady who was eating her own boo boo.
Nope, not gonna watch that.
That's
one.
disgusting.
That's more than hoarder.
She was eating boo boo pies, shit pies, and shit soup and all this shit. It was horrible. I didn't believe it until my boss told me to watch it, and I'm like, her and her mama they need to live alone. People like that.
They couldn't get out to get the food, so they made.
But you know, some people.
That's not.
You gotta. We as humans need to check on some people who live alone.
This is true.
And
because people die in their houses by themselves.
Two things happened to me when I was in North Carolina.
I'ma die in my house by myself.
No,
I rebuke that.
I know you ain't. Listen.
No, my kids gonna be away on their own marriages and stuff, and it's just gonna
How
be
you
me
know
because
they
I'm
gonna
not
get married?
They gonna be away from out my house.
How
Because
you know
I
they
realize
gonna get
that
married?
once my kids go away to college and different things like that, or work, wherever it may be,
One of them is gonna stay.
I suggest that they all live on their own. Get your experience. Get your life learned lessons.
One gonna stay.
Responsibilities.
So
One
what, you gonna
gonna
get
stay.
more dogs?
No.
One
gonna stay.
This
She don't
here-
need nothing there and a meal.
When this one here die, or get lost, or be given away,
She don't need nothing every other
this
animal.
will be the last animal: bird, snake, rabbit, turtle,
Cat, dog.
bird, cat, any if I can't get another animal in my house.
So
okay?
so is this man? He was a loner, and he will travel a lot. So people know he would go away for a month, and so it's winter, and they thought he went away for the winter. But soon as it hit summer in the south, it go from like 30 degrees to 103 in a day. His body started smelling up. He had been dead in his apartment for 3 months.
That's crazy. Is that the one down where you had lived in North Carolina?
Yes, and I was showing you the pictures. 3 months he had been dead.
I remember
He
that.
had been mummified, and when they went in there, all the flies and the net came out the door. But nobody checked on because they didn't know. But it was cold, so you don't really smell dead people
You gonna
when
check
it's
on
cold.
me.
But when it's hot,
No, me and her gonna be together on our rocking chairs in the south on the big wraparound porch.
we gonna have a color purple porch.
Yeah, and we just gonna be sitting on the porch,
It's rocking.
rocking.
And if you coming, you better call us. Because if anybody come down that dirt road, she gonna pick up the knife, I'm gonna pick up the rifle, and we just gonna start shooting because y'all ain't called us and y'all was coming. Don't try to come visit us. Because listen, I will be afraid to live out in color purple land. Now that right there, even with you and a dog.
You hear everything
Right.
coming and going.
But then
in them
I
houses.
know a lot of people that are afraid to live alone, but then they don't want to live with nobody. Like
So I think they're miserable because then that opens up another topic. Yes, for do you know yourself? Because I think a lot of those times, like, I get that there are going to be moments that you just want to go in the bathroom and just, you know, be by yourself, read the newspaper, open up your bills, go to sleep in the tub.
Or just shit for 2
Yes,
hours.
yes. You might want to do all those things. I get it. But overall, if you're in a family, you made your commitment. Mm-hmm. You made your commitment to have children, so you have to be with your kids. You have to be with your husband. Whatever the case may be. But now it changes if today I don't want to be bothered, tomorrow I want to be bothered. Oh, you know what? All y'all got to go. Because I done seen people put everybody out the house.
Sure did.
Every time you blink, somebody want to take a trip because you don't want to be with the people that you live with. So then I question your decision or where you're at in your life right now that you're so uncomfortable at home that you don't want to be there. I happen to right now, in my life right now, be comfortable with being single, not looking for nobody, and my kids and my best friend. That's all I want. I don't want nobody else. I like you too, Karen.
I get busy.
You
and
can
then
come by.
People who are afraid to be alone and just settle for people. Just
Oh
so
my
they're
goodness.
not alone.
Just so that they're not alone. Absolutely. And I think I've done that before. I think I've been in a relationship and wanted it to just end, but just afraid to just either not have somebody or just not be by myself. Once that did end, I regrouped and I said, oh my goodness. Wow, well, did I really sit in that mess? Like, was I really that unhappy? So I decided this is my decision for now, to just be by myself. And I am okay with it. I mean, again, at nighttime, I check all the doors about 3 or 4 times and make sure everything. I go to my dog, call the dog, you good? Did you look at all the doors before you went to sleep? That's what I say to the dog. And then I get up again. I look out the front door and the back door just to see what's going on outside. Then I get in bed.
That's a whole lot of looking.
Yes. Even if I get up in the middle of the night, I get up and go out to go look out the front door and the
That's
back
a
door.
whole lot of looking. Listen, somebody could be in my house running around on the couch sleep. I'm going to the bathroom and get right back in the bed. I got a little dog. He don't give a damn who come in the house. Shit, he don't care. He can hear you unlock the door, rub his ass, sit right there sleep. It snuggle up against you. So shit, that don't even matter.
No, not much.
But I think there are some people who have never been alone by themselves, and they go from people to people to people, and not necessarily living with all these people.
Yes, that's a good one too. I
Living with
understand that.
Yeah, but it's like,
And really not
are
living with
you
nobody.
afraid to live alone? Not physically with somebody in your house. Are you afraid to live without a relationship? You know, a lot of people, like, they just go from man to man to man, a woman to woman to woman. You never give yourself time. A week. Yeah, they go to
All that
everybody.
too.
Transgender, no
Gender,
gender.
yes,
Because now,
gender.
what's the no gender?
Oh God.
I said, what the hell that is?
Or
But-
what's the trisexual one? What's that one now?
I don't
It's
know.
a one that it don't care what sex you is.
I think that's the no gender. Ain't no gender. You just here.
Then you just sleep with anything.
That was, what's her name, daughter? From Star Trek, who just died. Her daughter had no gender. She was raised. She'll tell you. So anyway, but people, they do that, and it's like, when do you take time for yourself? A week? Okay, I done been by myself for a week. I'm going. You don't give yourself enough time to live with yourself, because sometimes we can't even live with ourselves.
Ew.
Sometimes you can't live with yourself.
Ain't that the truth?
You cannot live with yourself, but
Which
you
is
won't.
another fear.
But you don't
Which
know
is another
your
fear.
right. But you
Which
don't
is
know yourself because you don't take time
Which
out.
is another fear.
to
Because
know
when you go
yourself.
back to being alone, the fear within itself, whether you in a household with a family, you could be still by yourself.
Yes,
You could
yes.
still be in there all by yourself.
Yeah.
You try to figure out, we going to the movies, you want to come? Mm-mm.
Right.
We going to church, you want to come? Mm-mm.
Because you know what? Like the movie coming out, Married but Still Single. It's a play getting come out. It's a lot of married single folks in the world.
You're
today.
right. You're right. They don't do nothing with the married people.
A lot of single.
They don't go nowhere with the married
They
people.
married
They don't
and single, but you are, like you said, you're afraid to live alone. You afraid to. I done been through this all this time.
Do you think with marriage that it becomes a thing where when you're married for a long time, that just become common with each other?
No, because I know some
I
folk.
think sometimes.
Afraid to get that?
Yeah. But sometimes, the people like, 40, 50 years, we getting divorced. And I'm like, but damn.
Well, somebody told me that, a doctor today at my job told me, we were talking about relationships and where we are in relationships, and they were mentioning their parents who have been married for over 40 years. And they were just talking about exactly that their dad done left the house. Wait a minute. Dad done left the house. The mama saying, oh please, oh please, oh please. But then the child was saying, is my mother only saying that because she's so used to her husband? She doesn't want the community talking about her. Her husband is not there. She still wants to keep faith. But are you happy in the marriage?
Right. Because I think a lot of people become common with each other.
Absolutely.
Where it's like, and you hear this forever, over
Absolutely.
generations. People stop sleeping with each other and stuff like that. So it's almost
In
like you're
separate
looking out
rooms.
for somebody as if they're your family member
Absolutely.
and not your wife or
Your
husband.
wife or husband. Absolutely.
And you just get used to that.
You got, excuse me, cameraman.
All right, so, anyway, for those of you who are afraid of living alone, go get your roommate. A cat, dog, a mouse, Ben.
It's funny you said that because
Get
again,
Ben.
when I Googled it, and they had people who, whether it was a child leaving home or a child leaving home, or if it was somebody who's just getting their own apartment, doing whatever, they've been by themselves, career oriented, moved out on their own. One of the suggestions to the solutions to being alone was getting an animal. It may work. I don't know.
But then again, animals take a lot of time.
There's
You gotta take
videos
care
with
of
people
animals.
having sex with animals. Excuse me.
I guess they ain't afraid of living alone. They having sex with the animals. Did she just leave in the middle?
This is the Ronnie segment of the show.
Yeah. So anyway, afraid of living alone. Is it that you don't want to pay all your bills?
Huh?
You want to split the bills?
Wow, that's an interesting take.
Because when you do live alone, the bills add up.
The reality kicks in.
Yeah, the bill, and if you get a roommate, then at least you have
That
to
is
split
true.
the bills.
The alone.
So it could be that.
Hopefully.
I want to jump
whatever.
in there on that because
Go
I
ahead.
am all alone paying my bills. If anybody would love to come in and partake, you could just take the cable bill and buy all the paper products. I'd be happy for that. Okay, I'm just saying.
And that way,
That
if
is
you
something to think about.
if you afraid of living alone, we could put you in the basement. It's okay.
I have a well-finished basement. There's a few different separate areas that we could put up a wall to give you privacy.
Mm-hmm.
We could, we could come up with a couple of ideas if you suggest, I'm just saying.
That's for those who, but I think there are some people who were loners from the get-go.
Right.
Who never even partook.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word.
Partook,
Not partake, but partook in
Wait a minute.
society.
My baby said she was Nina.
Well, a lot of people who never partook
Nina!
in society,
Come here, please.
they live alone with no TV, no radio, no nothing.
Tell us, I'm sorry, people. This is my child, and we're talking about words. Is it a word? Tell us what the baby said. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get it out, baby.
Okay.
Speak up, because
She wanted to, she wasn't talking proper English, and she said more better.
Mm-hmm.
So I corrected her saying that that's not proper English. And she said she's going to make it a word, put it in the Bible.
Oh,
She read the dictionary.
well, more better. I know that word.
I bet you do. This is why I thought you could relate to the story.
When I said yeah.
All right, thank you, sweetheart.
So back to
Being alone.
oh shit. This wasn't a corn kernel.
Talk. All right, so being alone.
Never. That was
You
ooh.
just told me to talk and you distracted me from the camera.
Cause that could have killed me. And then what?
I know the
You would have been afraid, or you'd have been there. Then what? Then what? It'd have killed me. Then you'd have been afraid
I'd
of being
resuscitated. I would have resuscitated. I'd have emancipated. I would have Heimlich. I'd have came and you would have been back alive. Trust me and believe that.
I need all y'all, and all y'all can't fit in the casket with me.
And we be in there, all of us.
Boy, you got to get him
You
out the
wouldn't have been
casket.
dead alone.
You got to
'Cause
get
that's
everybody
all.
out the casket. That's what happened.
Dying alone.
Yeah.
But guess what, people? Everybody got to die by themselves.
That's another topic, though.
Okay? You
Yeah.
are going to die by yourself. Unless,
You in love.
no, you was in a car accident and got killed with somebody. When you gonna die with somebody.
That's true.
But at the end of the day, even that, you are dead alone. You will walk to the pearly gates. And that's
Everybody
where
ain't going to the
you
pearly
can get there. You just gonna get stopped.
Everybody.
Once you get to, you got little levels.
I don't think I'm gonna get to the pearly gate. I'm not going. I'm gonna be like Beetlejuice. I'm be like Beetlejuice. They're gonna be like this. Oh hell no. No, don't even let her take 1 foot. They ain't even gonna let me look
They
through.
is.
No, they ain't.
Yes, they
I
is.
swear.
Cause I'm going.
But then-
Mine ain't gonna be the pearly gates. Mine's is gonna be like silver diamond gates, right next to the pearls.
They gonna have me sit.
They gonna let me.
They
get
gonna be
in
like
there
this.
Somehow I'm getting in there.
I'm be like this. They gonna say, don't even let that heifer look through. I'm gonna be right out there like Beetlejuice trying to find my way.
They might make me wait a little bit. Like
I'm be haunting
stand
people's
over to the
houses.
side and just let these other 10 go in,
I'm
and
be
then we'll revisit you again.
I'ma
Come
be
back
haunt-
tomorrow.
I'm gonna
and
be
we'll talk to
haunting
you.
people's houses who mess with me. Yes, I am.
You're not haunting anybody.
I'm being Troy House. I'm
I ain't
being
mess
Troy.
with you.
I'm being Troy House. Every time he turn around, how did damn ginger ale on the table? Be like, Ronnie was here.
Oh my
with
God.
ginger ale on the table. Yes, but people.
Are you afraid to die?
Who? No, I ain't afraid to die. I ain't afraid to die. I'm not.
You should.
I ain't afraid to die.
I feel like I'm probably not afraid to die. I'm just not ready to die.
But that's a good answer. Good answer.
Could that be a good answer? You think that is a good answer? Can't
But I don't think there are a lot of people who are afraid to die, but then it's a lot of people who ain't ready. But as my mama say, ain't nobody going nowhere till the good Lord say it's time for you to go.
Well, I agree to that. But if I'm 92,
You can have that age.
well, her mother is 92.
One.
91.
I mean, if I'm active, that's different. If I'm not active and I'm on,
What you gonna do? Kill yourself?
But did you see that the oldest man in the
contract
world?
written,
You see the
You gonna
oldest?
go see Dr. Gavorkian?
full blood.
Is he still
See, I'm not afraid to die. I'm more fearful of
How you gonna die?
how everybody else gonna feel that love me.
Oh, I was getting ready to say the ones who don't love you.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm fearful of that. I don't think I'm fearful of how they gonna look, how they gonna be. Only because I think this will be another topic. You know how I think it was one of your 5. You know how people perceive you if you were to die. Like what do people, how people think of you, or did you
How
do
you wanna
enough?
be remembered.
How you want to be remembered? Those type of things. So I think that the people in my circle is my only concern. So I would like to think that if it's only my 10 people who are at my funeral, I would be all right with that, because I know those 10 are truly concerned about my well-being, or my children if I was to leave before they're no longer children, small children. So outside of that,
That could be a topic on one of these weeks, dealing with death.
right.
I would be afraid to live in this house because y'all ain't got no curtains and stuff.
You keep looking out the window.
Yeah, I'm like this. Y'all ain't got no curtains and this dog come in
But
here.
see, again,
Bad enough.
those are long little, your check-off list. If
Yeah,
I'm
but
living
listen
alone,
here.
do you pull the blinds? Like
Hell yeah. When you got damn Bambi and they family and wild geese and turkey and chicken and bears and wolves living in your backyard, who in the hell want to stay here with no?
They don't have a key.
It don't matter. They can walk up there. They be looking
like
at
they
the
can
door.
bounce through these walls. I'm big animals.
This,
I got
yes,
back
I would be afraid to live in this house because I need curtains or something. Sheets up against the window, some newspaper.
It was weird, like the first week.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of windows.
And it's a big house. Like
Yes.
We didn't have like no furniture.
It's a big house to fill. You know, it's not like it's a huge house. It's just this house that it takes a lot to fill.
All I know is I need some curtains. You know, I'll be all right. Then look, just a few curtains here and there. Cause this right here.
It's something else. Could you be all right staying, not living, but like, you know, so if I needed you to house sit my house, are you afraid would you have to bring somebody with you?
Me? No.
You see, this nigga. People like, no, just give me the key. I'll stop by and make sure everything okay.
But she's not gonna stay there.
Yeah, she's not gonna stay.
No,
She's just gonna come and visit. She feed the dog, you know, make sure the water's still running.
She hit that bottle of the toilet.
Look, flush the toilet.
Yeah.
She call you like,
Flush the toilet. Flush the toilet a couple of times.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm good with staying in other people's homes either.
No, but you know what?
So y'all couldn't stay here?
And then not without these curtains, because when y'all come home, it be sheets and house coats and shit up against the window. Listen, along with, are you afraid to live alone? Are you afraid to spend a night at people's houses? We just said that? No, we ain't talking about house sitting. We talking about spend the night.
Well, like he answered, like, yes, I'd stay there. So yes, house sitting, most people usually spend the night when
No,
sitting.
I'm talking about when you go to visit people.
No, I said house sitting.
No,
so
but
that would mean
no.
you spending the night.
No, my thing was when you go to spend the night at people's houses, come stay with me. You don't have to stay at a hotel. And you go to their house and it look like the Bates Motel.
Right.
Well, that would be the answer before I even answer.
Well, you don't even know what, but
No,
Sharice.
I ain't gonna say yeah without knowing something.
Yeah.
You got to drive up there first. Listen,
no.
Sharice, hold up. Me and Sharice went to a family reunion one time.
My name
ReRe went with me to a family reunion one time. You remember down in Bishopville, South Carolina. The first hotel we got to
was the Bates Motel.
We got in there and we was like this. We not staying here. So we go down to the street. It was maybe 2% better, but it ain't but 2 hotels in Bishopville.
Yeah, it was.
See, typically you would say, okay, if I'm going somewhere and somebody offered me, if I'm already planning to stay at a hotel, that's where I'm gonna stay the first time. Then I'll visit you while I'm there,
right?
And see if it's safe for me to stay the next time.
It was safe for us to stay in a car.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really comfortable with staying at other people's homes, especially if I've never been in your home.
What about certain family members?
Oh yeah.
Again, if I planned on staying at a hotel, I probably, even if I know that I'm coming to your house, and I know you, I probably have already gotten my hotel. If I have to feel, if I already got to be like, I don't really want to stay. Nope, I want to stay. And it may not always be the other person.
Right.
It could be just you.
Right.
I want to get out my bed and sleep naked. So
Maybe,
I can't sleep naked in your house.
Or maybe if you
know?
bring somebody with you, you want to have sex. And you don't, I think sometimes it's rude to have sex at other people's houses.
You do?
Sometimes.
I don't.
It all depends on how thin the walls is and where they at. So, some of them places ain't got no doors.
If you invited me with my husband or my boyfriend and I'm there.
That's interesting because my friend said one of my friends, he has a family member and they always asking him to stay. He said he's cool with that, but like you said, he want to feel like he can go in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
You know, like
once I'm in my bedroom, is it like I can't come out?
Just because you stay in somebody's house, do you have to force them to entertain you all the time? You know?
I know.
Or you just want to chill.
But wait a minute. When you stay at somebody's house, that don't give you the right to go in the refrigerator and
go
go in the pots and rummage around like you home. Damn it, you ain't home.
Well, you invited me to your house. What you want me to do?
No, I'm going to offer you food and drink. Because I'm going to lock my shit up at nighttime.
What if I come stay at your house, right? And I just stay in the room you put me in. And I just don't come out and talk to you or nothing.
All right, your ass need to relax. I'll be like this. Your plate is out here. You want to eat? You here's some
slide.
That's right. Here's some toilet tissue, a towel, and I'll see you when I see you. But I'm gonna lock my shit up when
that makes me feel uncomfortable because now I think you're uncomfortable.
Right.
So that's why sometimes you choose not to invite people to stay at your house. Or if somebody asks you, where you going? How many people you got in your car? No, my car full. I got all the kids. All the kids is going. I don't got no room.
I think if I had to say 90% of most people are probably not afraid to live alone due to the craziness in the world today because, we've all at certain ages, you done been through so much till you be like this.
And they got Facebook.
Yeah. And you be like this, I'm going to date you, I'm going to marry you, but you live across the street and I'm going to keep my house.
Is that wrong?
No. I don't think
I guess
wrong.
to each his own. I don't know if I'd be happy with that. If I'm deciding to marry you at this point, you can keep the house, but that's for the kids can stay over here and we could go over there. I don't know. I would not want you to have that house just so you could be away from me. Because then I don't feel like we're married anymore. I mean, what's the purpose of being married? You might as well just be my boyfriend and stay over there and we'd be living in a 90-day rule forever.
Well, you're the one who wanted to get married.
Well, then leave him in the boyfriend thing, and he live over there, and you. Well, what 90 days got to do with it? Now, shit, you still waiting 90 days to give him something?
Yes. If you gotta live across the street and you refuse to get rid of it, absolutely, I don't need to give you nothing.
Why I gotta wait 90 days?
Huh?
Have date night.
We can have it. Yeah, every day
90
you go home,
days?
you don't sleep with somebody.
Huh?
Every time you go out on a date, you don't sleep with him.
But that's your husband.
He not my husband.
No, he her boyfriend.
Cause he won't get rid of the house.
So you want to date him? So if y'all date for 10 years, what if his house paid for? Sell it.
I can sell mine.
Sell it.
But you don't want to live in his house.
No, I'm willing to live in his house. He's the one that don't want to get rid of his house.
Well, why he got to get rid of his house? Is his house?
He don't. I could get
now,
rid
what
of
if
mine.
you like your house?
No. Then I'll rent it out to my children and then move over there to them. To him. We ain't living apart.
Well, what about, do you know it's people.
That be disgruntled. I come home from work and I see a little strange car in the driveway. Who that over there? It better be the plumber.
We're not going to get disgruntled. We not.
So that's why we're not living like that.
But then we just not getting married.
Absolutely. That's what I said. No marriage.
No marriage, just sex.
To be...
After 90 days.
Now remember, you said you don't be like them women. I don't need no man. I don't need this. I don't need damn all that. Y'all lying, and y'all miserable and horny.
So next week, next week we'll discuss why you don't need no damn man.
I tell me that's a lie. I think they lying, they miserable and horny.
I don't think
because it's like this. You doing all this complaining and you got all these scriptures on the Facebook. You don't need yes you. But soon as you get you something, you ain't on Facebook for 3 months.
Yeah, that wouldn't be me. Yeah, that's not me.
No, because you're gonna be 90 days.
Well, ReRe and Ronnie are back. They are live. They are talking smack. And no sex until after 90 days.
That's only for her. Shit, that's only for her.
Yeah, it depends on if I'll see it. I need them to take it out and let me know.
Oh, that's right. You got to see it, squeeze it.
Yes.
Make sure no pus coming out. And make sure it's a real one.
It's real, absolutely.
So tune in next week.
Because you know what? You don't know these days.
That's why you be living alone.
Yeah, because you don't know.
Send me a picture.
That could be a picture of somebody else. Don't trust that picture.
Well, no, I'll take the picture and then when I let you... We'll meet at the restaurant.
No, tell them to come to your front door and put it
I
up against the glass.
I want you to know where I live at that point. So we'll meet somewhere.
So next week we'll discuss know what you don't know until you know. So now you know.
Exactly.
No, next week top is she need to see it before she take it.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
Let me see it before you take it.
So guys, guess what? We're back. We up and running. You know, life changes. Some things altered, but this will never change because we do like and love what we do. So, sayonara, hasta luego, see you later, goodbye, see you soon, 2 and 2, bye. Don't want to see you. Don't want to see you when I don't want to be you.
No. My little patient the other day came and she but 3 years old.
Is this a story?
No, she was saying goodbye. And this is what she said walking out the door. See ya, we want be ya. So I said, after a while, crocodile. And she's like that. Like, I don't know that one, Daddy. Not one, Daddy. It was the cutest little thing. All right, see y'all later. Bye.